Hello, I'm Richard Hayes, and I've been sharing with you some on this video blog about books that I've been reading that have been very impacting. I'd like for you to catch this book right here. It's called A Whole New Mind by Daniel Pink. And this is a very interesting book because basically the way our minds work is that we have one side that controls the other side, and it tends to be logical. It tends to be uh, uh, logical, and it tends to be methodical. And so, one of the things that has happened over the last several years, the Industrial Revolution, is that most of the thinking has been developed out of this particular side of the brain, in the sense the methodical, the logical, and things of this nature. And because of this, we built businesses, and because of this, we built governments. And so, obviously, it's very, very interesting and very necessary aspect of the brain that God has given us. But at the same time, now there's certain factors, for example, the factor of abundance, the factor of Asia, and the factor of automation has taken this whole thing of production and automation and production and logical and doing things in this way to a whole different level. For example, because of production and setting up the production processes in so many factories, now we have abundance. In other words, it's not just one kind of car, but there's all kinds of cars. And then we have the aspect of Asia. Much of the work that has been done in the sense of office work, of busy work, of factory work, now can be done cheaper in other places in Asia. So you have what you call the Asia factor. They can do the same things, but they can do it cheaper and with great abundance as well. And then the third thing is what we would call automation, where automation, the processes are done by machines and not so much by people. But what this really begins to do, for example, today there's, however many kinds of cars, say 10 or 15 basic models or whatever, but the thing is automation, or not automation, but manufacturing and automation lets us have all kinds of cars. And so what becomes the decision factor for you to choose your car? And this is where the other side of the brain comes in. Now it becomes the aesthetic aspect of it, or the artsy side aspect of it, or the feel side of it. And so what is happening right now in the world is that there's people, the Western societies in particularly, uh, are to continue to prosper and to continue to have great impact, are going to have to begin to learn how to use the other side of their brain and the creativity side, in the side that is empathetic. And there's 6 words that he uses that I think are really good words as we begin to look at the other side of the brain. One is the word design. One of the things that design becomes very important was because if design is not distinct and beautiful, what happens is that everything looks the same. And so automation brings about the need for powerful design, whether it be in houses, whether it be in architecture, wherever it would be, or even in automobiles. Because what happens is that now, if you don't bring about an added value to whatever it is that's being made, if you don't bring something that is more aesthetic, is something that has greater beauty to capture attention, well, what happens is that people don't have great difficulty in locating your products. Another word that Daniel brings out is the word story. There's so much information that is happening today that you can be super overloaded by information. So one of the things that he brings out is that stories basically are the way that information has been shared throughout all time. And so what happens is that people that can take things and make them into stories. For example, he gives the example of a real estate person who tells the story of this beautiful house that a certain couple had, and they took care of it for so many years, and now it's on the market again. And just by telling the story of the people who lived there, the house was able to bring a much greater price. So the power of stories. And the next word that he uses is symphony. We have to learn to cooperate with others if we're going to have impact in the world of today. Another word is the word empathy. And this word, in the sense that not only do I sympathize with you, but I feel what you feel. And we reach out through this other side of the brain and we begin to realize that we can begin to feel. And that's what makes us powerful and makes us impacting, is because we can empathize with others. One of the things that he brought out is the word on play. And many companies are understanding the value of play, and so they're trying to reorganize certain sectors of their companies so that people are are able to kind of check out of this heavy, hard work mentality and to where they enjoy things and enjoy each other, and it's causing a greater impact in the bottom line. And then the last word I think that becomes the most significant word in Daniel's book is the word meaning. And and as I read this book, I realized very truthfully that people are looking for meaning. And I enjoyed this book because it helped confirm just a lot of things to me as I see tendencies, how I work in different places around the world, and I'm certainly interested in church growth, and I'm certainly interested in people. And so this was a great book for me because it helped me understand people a little bit more. It helped me understand some of the issues that societies are facing, that the West is facing, and certain ways they can make adjustments to continue to be participators and players and competitive. And if they don't, what also will the circumstances be? I recommend this book to you. I think it's a great book. It's an easy read. It's inexpensive. A Whole New Mind by Daniel Pink. I'm reading another one by Daniel called Drive, and a very interesting book as well. I'm Richard Hayes, and you can always check me out here on the video blog, richardhayes.com. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can leave an email here on the blog, or you can write me at the social networking site, cci world.org. I answer all the emails that come to me at that place. And I just wanted to share this book with you. If you're interested in buying this book, if you'll click on it right here, it'll take you to Amazon.com, and they'll send us a commission if you buy it through our website. I think it's worth it. Bless you. Thank you for being with me.